Chairman Park, you're having really busy days. I understand that. Some people expect someone will help them, and some people also expect their sponsor to help them. And these kind of expectations can lead to the argument. So, Chairman Park, sorry, I cannot give you the time to take some rest, but could you please answer this question? I'm exhausted, but it's okay. So let me go deeper into the examples. I know that there are a lot of issues and the reasons of the arguments between people, and I think the person who questioned would like to know the solution of this issue. I know that there are a lot of issues occurring in the centers and business, and I would like to give you one basic example. And the fundamental issue was created by the misconcept of binary and wrong information from different company. First of all, regarding the binary, someone were taught that one line will be made by their sponsor, and all I have to do is to make one binary. Actually, this is wrong. And some say that, why you don't give me the sales, and why you don't inherit the sales. And I think most of the problems are made because of this kind of issue. So, let me settle this issue. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause to Chairman Park. So, let me define binary here. Binary should be two lines. One from sponsor and one from me. It's wrong. A lot of companies taught like this. Dynasty, Koryo, Hanbaek taught like this, and I know how they conducted their lecture about the binary, but I don't think that is the right way, because all of them went bankrupt and all of them made a lot of issues and arguments between themselves. So let me show you. Here we have sponsor, and here this is me. And I have line A and line B. Sponsor might first say to you, I will do the one line, and all you have to do is the other line. And most of the sponsors say like this. But see, this is the root cause of all of the conflicts. Let me show you why. B line is from the sponsor. And if you think that this line will be expanded by the sponsor, and the sponsor above sponsor could expand this line, and this line could be expanded like this. You could expect like this. So you might expect that all I have to do is to expand my one line. But what if your one line go wrong? This line go really well and the other line went wrong. You cannot make profit. But what if your one line goes really well? And your sponsor make the line only like this. Your sponsor will expand your line or start the sponsor's own B line. Of course, your sponsor will start working on the line B, because from your line A, there are a lot of good profits. So he or she could make a good profit from line A. So your sponsor will not expand your line B. In that, if your sponsor does it, your sponsor might be really silly. So see. If your sponsor takes care of your one line, If you go well, it will also fail. And if you go wrong, it will also fail. Because if your one line goes really well, your sponsor starts to take care of her own line B. Think about yourself. If the B line from you goes wrong and the line A from you goes well, your sponsor will make his own B line because it will make much more profit. So you need to understand this, and you need to take care of all of the two lines by yourself. If you are in the one dimension or two dimension, you might be angry about your sponsor, and you might say, you said you will be taking care of my line B. That's why I only take care of my line A. But now you don't care about my line B and you are expanding your own line B. How come you could do that? I will never expand, or I will never work on my line B because I am really mad at my sponsor. These kind of people are living in two dimension or one dimensions. So, but if you are at least in the three dimensions, you might think that, oh, now my line A is expanding and my sponsor is making his or her line B, and I need to understand the situation. If you think like that, you can say that you are in the three dimensions. And as a person in the four dimension, you need to at least expect the situation. You need to expect that, oh, if my line A goes well, my sponsor will not take care of my line B, and he or she will start working on his or her own line B. As such, you need to predict and expect this kind of possible scenario and make the present a solution as a person in the fourth dimensions. So you need to say, if your sponsor say that you don't need to take care of two lines, I will take care of your line A, I will take care of your line, all you need to do is to take care of your one line. If your sponsor say like that, you need to predict the future as a person in the fourth dimension, and you need to say that, hey, sponsor, I'm really thankful and I'm really grateful for what you said, but I will take care of my two lines by myself. And sponsor, don't worry about my lines, and you just focus on your own line B because you need to make your own profit. This is the clever answer. And your sponsor will think that, oh, I really like my partner. So when their line gets bigger as such, your sponsor will start to help you because your sponsor really like you. In that point, there might be no conflict and there might be no arguments between you and your sponsor. So, you need to let your sponsor know in advance. Don't worry about me. You need to please take care of your own line. I will take care of my two lines. Don't worry about my line. This is the clever solution that you need to make at first and at present. I will do my best and I will make you Imperial Master. I will do my best and will make you successful. This is the stance that you need to have toward your sponsor, and your sponsor will be really liking you. Although you're having some difficulties or hardship, your sponsor will be fully supporting you.
So we're not just doing this one line. You have to make two lines. So those who learned wrongly, it's not one line. You should upend what you think. You won't be able to succeed not only at ATOMY, but in the history of network marketing all holistically, you won't be able to succeed. So 333, I have to have one line of sponsor, and even there were companies that were doing it forcefully. There was this one famous woman who said that we're going to only deal women and no men. So let's say that this is the sponsor line. And everyone, before making their B line, they have to have one A line and in order to make B line. And before the third, we have to have one in the A line so that we can have other line. So there was a company that pursued this system in Yeoksamdong. So the sponsor line, because there's a problem like this, they had this kind of system. But do you think it worked or not? No, it didn't work. They went bankrupt. They went out of service. So this doesn't work as well. So that's how historically it has been proven, and you shouldn't do it. And now, you see here, there's an organization chart that looks like this. Let's see. It goes into the V shape. We need a sponsor like this, and one side, and if we have one line, and then others will have to make their own spread branches or branch out as they want, so that they're not making a B line but just making a line and to the down. There's a person who pursues this as well. What do you think will happen if you meet a sponsor like this? Well, don't you think it is good? Because the sponsor has great abilities and will make you branch down. But eventually this will collapse as well, because sponsor, is it profitable or not? Yes, it's profitable, so there's money there. But is there a person that's profitable down at the branch? Then no. So if the sponsor loses its profitability, then to the end of the branch, will they stay within the branch of ATOMY or not? Or will they leave us in order to look for other capital? Yes, they will leave. So though it looks profitable, eventually there's only one person that can earn money, but others will just leave. So in ATOMY, the only sustainable way to earn money is to help other partners earn money and help making them live inside the branch of ATOMY. So rather than looking after your own balance accounts, you have to look into the partner's balance account. If they're earning money, if they have a lot of commission, that's what you have to look into in order for you to succeed. So if this is the organization and there's like 50 or hundreds, and 50-50, so it's 100 of overall. But if this is the organization chart, well, actually, when I was young, I was very good at making this organization charts. And as we branch down, and let's say if we have this and make one line from 100 people. Let's say if we had about 30 million PV per then there's only one person who's profitable. But in this organization chart, in two lines, if it branches out, then would the PV be the same or not? The head's PV is the same. So there's no loss, whether it's one line to vertically or if it branches down, if it happens in our step or the next step, there's no difference. And there's no loss for me. There's no damage. But if it's the same sales, will this person earn or not? Yes, this person will earn, that will burn, we will burn, they will earn. So as the people downside earn, then the commission fee compared to this absurd one-line organization will earn much. So, because there's no laws, a partner that will just branch down and leaving out people that won't join the selfish person. And in this organization, well, helping others, those though the person might lack ability, and even though I did the recruiting myself and the dividing down, rooting down, and helping others with this kind of spirit, then holistically, this organization will be much more vitalized. So let's say Kim Kwang-yeol Imperial and the Crown Kim Seong-sim. If you look into their organization chart, they have the Diamond, Sharon, the Leaders Club, the Royal Club, Crown Club. There's about 50 of them joining these clubs inside the organization. I mean, inside their family tree. So will that family work or not? Of course it will work. So, all these partners, you should regard them as one of their family members, so you should help them earn. But what kind of spirit do we have? As we branch down, if we help them be profitable, the person might not work. So we should make it not profitable for everyone. So if we make the system of if I work, it's not profitable, that person, well, that kind of spirit has worked behind this one-line organization chart. So whether you're good or bad, if we have a warm heart of helping others, will that organization work, or versus the organization that make the system of not being profitable for each other, but only oneself? What do you think you should do? So, that's why we have to branch out to your sides. Of course, we cannot only branch out to the sides, it also can branch out downwards as well. So, as you're doing the binary, one line by sponsors, so others you can only focus on one line. Why there are conflicts saying you said you promised me one line, but why aren't you giving me a line? Well, there are this kind of problems. That is why to the sides you should make a balance, making a line at two sides, helping those who are in need, who doesn't have the power. Have a warm heart. That's how you should navigate your way forward. I think that's about it. Thank you. Well, Chairman, thank you very much. Today, as you have listened to the lectures, I think you have listened to the abstract version of several years of the Chairman's life. And Lim Byeong-gu Crown Master, I think you'll have something to say listening to Chairman's lecture. Well, first, when I selected this ATOMY business, I liked the business and I liked the products, but I liked the profit or chart the most. So when I started this business, the optimization or maximization of the profit was my focus, of course. This binary, there are people saying that it has lots of faults in it, but the binary, the faults that binary system has, all of it has been mended by the ATOMY, that even as I was starting the business. So all the conflicts, most of the things can be solved by Chairman's lecture. There's this lecture, and I shared this with a lot of people. With the sponsor list, you won't succeed. So this means that the sponsor will give you PV, will make a line. You won't be able to succeed with just the help of the sponsors, but you should succeed with the list of partners. This is what the chairman said during his speech, and I thought that this was a splendid speech. So the line that sponsor gives and the PV that sponsor gives, it's not important. But through the list of partners that you make, you should succeed through that. I think this is what resonates with many in this room. So with the sponsor list, nobody can succeed. With those few sponsor lists, you won't succeed. But based on the experience, if you have a heart to succeed with the partner list, I am confident that everybody will succeed under the name of ATOMY. And now, Imperial Master, for about 2 hours, we talked about the clone-less speech. I think this was just like a revival meeting. Let's give a big hand to the chairman who has blessed us with his words. So inside his lecture, abundant love has been depicted. He managed the system, and he is craving for more and is enthusiastic. So this theme about relationship problems, wanting to give up that relationship. This is what I think. Well, for about a month, I had a big problem with the enteritis. As I was suffering from the enteritis, I thought that would be a bigger problem. But however, from today, after surgery, I am having a regular diet. I think all lies in prevention. All focus should lie in the prevention. So in order to succeed fast, we have to abstract time or cut the time. If it takes 1 year, if we meet 1 person per day, if we meet 2 persons per day, we can have the time. And well, I have an experience of working in a company, and also a big company which makes 6 lines, 7 lines. So I think making 2 lines is nothing. That's why what I'm saying, make 2 lines with 2 people partners. So make 6 lines was what they said in the past company. It was very easy, but does it look easy to you? Because, I was making 10 lines, 12 lines, but ATOMY, coming to ATOMY, making 2 lines, I thought it was easy peasy, but there's a lot of people who are complaining in ATOMY that making even 2 lines is very difficult. So we should know that we're all independent business owners. We should not lean on to the sponsors to succeed. You should not depend on sponsors, but you should think of the people next to you as sponsors and help each other. So why don't you read each other? Think of all the people next to you as sponsors and tell them that I'm going to make you an imperial. Tell the person next to you. Well, at Zoom meeting, this is what the chairman is saying all the time. If this is possible, then I think this will all improve the relationship. So, as I was listening to chairman's lecture, he said about, enhancing the size of the dream wheel. And if we enhance make the wheel bigger, there won't be a problem. So I would like to say it like this: super dream, no problem. With the dream of making 100 million, we can do everything. But we shouldn't just dream. Why will my dream be fulfilled? Because with ATOMY business, we can do everything. We can accomplish all our dreams. Why? I'm going to tell 2 things. Absolute quality, absolute price. Number 2. It's because there's no registration fee. What do you think is the answer? Who do you think is number 1? Absolute quality, absolute price. And number 2, the registration fee. Wow, they're high quality audience right here. At the first business introduction meeting of ATOMY I attended, well, when I heard that our chairperson was